All right, 6 feet, going deep. It's Torius with
DJ H2, the vibe setter.
All right, DJ H2, why don't you tell us a little about what you do?
I'm a DJ based out of Miami, Florida. I do a little bit of marketing and lifestyle. I do some branding. I'm the official DJ for the tour, for the Trillwave Tour. What else I do?
You said you do videos, right?
Yeah. I'm a video director and editor. H2 Creative Concepts. I'm a man of many hats. I like to call myself a Renaissance man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because you do like a lot of different like creative things. And
yeah.
You get it, you know.
Yeah. If it's creative, I'm doing it.
Were you always like very expressive, like growing up, like or was it like something that just happened?
Nah, coming up, I always been like reserved. I'm that kid that would, sit in the room by himself and break a radio down and put it back together.
Oh really?
Yeah. That was me.
So like music was like really influential like at an early age?
Yeah.
You're from down here, right? Like,
yeah, I'm from Miami.
From what part of Miami?
I'm from Overtown.
Overtown?
Yeah.
How was it like growing up there?
It was wild, but it was fun.
Really?
Yeah.
You had a lot of friends? Like,
yeah, I got a lot of friends. Yeah. I lost a lot of friends to death in jail, but I still got my close crew of homeboys that support me and everything I do.
Oh, yeah. You have like a solid team with you? Or?
Yeah, definitely got a solid team. You can't do nothing without that team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What about like school? Like, were you like a good kid or like you getting
school?
In a lot of trouble?
Nah. I was good, but I definitely got into a lot of trouble in school. So just trying to be one of the cool kids.
Yeah.
Finding my own way. Being with my homeboys because we always had our own crew since before like middle school. So you guys all like grew up together and you just like hung out like. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What school did you go to?
I went to Jackson, Miami Jackson Senior High.
Like what grade or what year?
I did that from like 10 to 12. Got kicked out 12th grade year right before graduation.
Were you doing like any music stuff in there?
Not really by then.
Band.
Yeah, because that's what happened. Like when I left middle school, I was in band. By the time I got to high school, I was like wilding out. So it was like I ain't had no time for like no extracurriculars. The only extracurricular I really did that was kind of like music related I still did drama because you're gonna make you take an elective.
Yeah, so you gotta do something.
Yes, I did drama, but in school nothing music related.
Well, when you were taking drama, was it like hard for you since you were like more reserved, like you were more like to yourself?
Nah, drama was fun. It was a release.
Really?
Yeah. So I got to do like musical things like with my drama. So
you were singing?
Nah. More of a performer, more of like a writer, director.
Yeah.
So
you ever see yourself like becoming an actor?
Nah, not really, cause I'm really not into interviews.
Really?
Like I'm really not into cameras.
Like being on
being on
in front of the stage.
Yeah, that's why I'm always behind directing or shooting.
Yeah, or DJing.
Yeah, or DJing.
Well, cause I see now like a lot of DJs, they're like a lot, they put themselves out there. Like sometimes people go just for the DJ.
Yeah, I mean we definitely are like the focal point of most events and parties. But if the more you talk to DJs, you'll see a lot of us are reserved. We don't really like parties.
Yeah.
We don't really like a lot of people, but the creativeness is fun and controlling the crowd. That's super dope.
Yeah. Where did like all the musical influence come from?
Typical black kid, Bahamian, growing up in the household, mama playing old records. I was born here, but my family's Bahamian descent. But just growing up, them Saturday, Sunday mornings, records being played.
Yeah.
Hearing that, then brother-in-law being a very popular DJ from Miami, cousin having DJ equipment, and being intrigued by it.
So you were learning from like your family, they're like teaching you like.
Yeah.
Were they like open to teaching, or you had to like get them to do it?
It was open teaching, but then at the same time, like I said, I was that little lab rat that'll sit in the corner by myself and break something down. So when it came to DJ, like my cousin showed me kind of like the ins and outs of it, and that would probably be like an hour.
Yeah.
And then I spend the next 40 hours
like doing
it myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, what was it about DJing that like captivated you, and like instead of doing like another?
Like I said, just the control that music have over people.
Or were you trying to like do any like other type of music?
Genres or
like trying to rap or sing? Or
everybody definitely had their little rap era.
Yeah.
So I did rapping for a while. Ended up starting my own label.
Mm-hmm.
Ended up signing some guys that I felt was more talented than me.
That was with Slip and Slide?
No, that's way before the Slip and Slide thing.
How'd you get into like Slip and Slide?
Independently marketing and branding for other artists. One of their reps seen me, liked the work that I was doing, reached out to me, asked me could I do some work for them. Did the work, ended up being good work. Ended up getting the contract.
What were like some branding things that you were doing?
For myself or for Slip and Slide?
For like different artists and stuff.
Basic stuff. Servicing records to DJs. Marketing and promo stuff. Flyers, online promo.
You were doing like all the Photoshop and stuff. Like doing all the.
I got a team. So my designer he'll design the posters, he'll design the flyers, and then I have someone else to go pass them out, post them up on the poles. If you're in Miami, you already know up on the I-95, you see the big black and whites. My company is one that does that.
Were you throwing any like a lot of like parties before, like when growing up?
DJing as a DJ, but as marketing and promo, nah. Most of the parties and events that I did was like private events to.
I meant like when you first started, like were you throwing any parties, like
definitely did block parties, definitely did some team parties.
Do you have any like crazy stories or like anything that happened?
Fights always breaking out.
For real?
Always.
They were in Overtown?
Yeah. Fights always breaking out. One of my little homies got into a fight with the police.
For real?
Yeah. He beat the police up too.
For real?
Yeah.
Did he like shoot him? Or, like,
Nah. He beat him up bad. He couldn't do nothing.
Oh damn.
Yeah, he beat him up bad.
They call for backup or anything?
He could beat him up bad. He couldn't do nothing.
Oh damn.
Yeah, but they caught up with him later. But they didn't do much to him. They just took him to jail for assault on an officer.
What about your party? Did they shut it down?
Yeah, definitely. Had to move it to somewhere else.
Yeah.
Same thing, more fights, shut it down, move it to somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about like when it transitioned, like from the parties to like doing more?
Transition, like I said, they just kept shutting parties down. So we went from like one venue being the Park Rec Center to an event space, from that to a club in downtown Miami. And once we did the club in downtown Miami, it was like the owner of the venue was like, hey.
Which club was it?
Now it's the Hangar. Ironically, I DJ there now.
Oh yeah.
But before it was Studio A.
Yeah.
Yeah. So back when it was Studio A.
I think I think that was before it was like. No, I don't think I went back like that long ago.
Yeah, well,
I know like it turned into like a couple clubs. And now it's the Hangar, but before.
Yeah, it was like 2 other clubs before then.
Yeah. You see a lot of clubs come and go.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think makes it like like the clubs like not really like be so successful? As,
to be honest, greed. Yeah, because. It's a lot of clubs that don't want to pay DJs. It's a lot of clubs that don't want to pay staff.
Does that happen to you?
Yeah and no. I had a club close down on me,
really?
And they still owe me, a nice size check.
Do they are they like, oh, we're not even in the club anymore, so you're not gonna get it? Like that?
I ain't heard from them people since the doors closed.
Oh damn.
Pulled up one day, doors was closed. No staff, no nothing, just me and other employees outside, like, what's going on? And then someone said, they're closed. They're out of business now.
Do you think the Hangar is gonna happen to the Hangar?
I think I like what the operating manager is doing with the Hangar. So I think the Hangar is definitely going to be around for a while. Yeah. And then especially with me and my partners with the whole Trillwave Tour, we're bringing a lot of successful artists there. We're bringing a lot of up-and-coming artists there. And it's keeping the people in and out of the building.
Yeah.
and you know they're not being greedy. They're giving us a great deal on the door. They're giving us a great split with the bar.
And they're paying you like
yeah. Well, me and my partners we worked it out, so I'm getting paid pretty good from the agreement that we have.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Like how often do you are you just DJing there?
At least once a month. Because if I'm not doing the Trillwave Tour, then me and the Hangar also partnered up to do like a monthly ladies' night.
Oh.
So you know.
How'd you link up with Trillwave?
Honestly, it was just through me hanging out servicing records for Slip and Slide and another client. Basically taking the record from the label and giving it to the DJs within the city and outside of the city. Oh. So I was just out servicing records to different DJs.
So you had like a big network of DJs?
Yeah.
How easy is it for DJs to know other DJs?
I think it's quite easy if you're being friendly and not on no BS. You know.
Do you think there's a lot of competition between DJs?
No, not really. Not really. It's either you're doing well or you're not. And no one is I don't really think no one is really in competition with no one because
you know how in the rap game people are oh I can't help this person, especially in Miami. I don't want to help this person because then I won't succeed.
Yeah.
I don't know if if it's like that.
I mean I think it's some of that happening, but I really wouldn't call it competition because I'm from an era of DJing where if it's competition, then I'm coming to where you are and showing you I can out DJ you.
Oh really?
Yeah, so it's none of that going on. It's none of that going on.
What about some music that you were listening to in the beginning?
Like genres?
Or who were some of your favorite artists?
I definitely grew up in that era of New York hip hop. Mm-hmm. So Biggie, Nas, Jay, Wu-Tang, Method, all those guys. I listened to a lot of that.
You liked ODB?
Definitely.
He was my favorite.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites too. Yeah.
Yeah. What about now? Could you?
Now I'm evolving.
Yeah, because I know that era is a lot different from this.
Yeah, it's a lot different, and me being a lot older, I definitely had to conform a little bit because, like I said, I'm doing the Trillwave, so the Trillwave is not really older cats; it's more so the younger. So. I'm definitely listening to shameless plug. I'm definitely listening to your stuff.
Shameless plug?
Yeah, no, I'm saying I'm doing a shameless plug. I'm definitely listening to the stuff that you creating. I'm listening to Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Pump. I'm listening to to X. Yeah.
You said me?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you fuck with my music.
Yeah. I mean, because the performance that I seen you guys do, it was dope. That's really what I've been doing. I've been watching the Trillwave guys, and picking and choosing out of that who's dope. That's like Ugly God.
Yeah.
At first I was like, yo, who is this? And then he did 2 records one night at one of the Trillwave shows. I was like, okay. I like now I like Ugly God. So now he got the new record, Water.
Is it because how the crowd reacts, or the music?
It's how the crowd reacts, and I think the music is dope. I think he's making good music. Who else?
Like Lil Pump.
Yeah. I'm messing with Pump. Ski Mask.
Oh yeah. He's my favorite, down here.
Yeah. Really, they whole little movement. It's so many of them.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember all of them, but
because they have that whole movement, the Broward. Moving up and everything. And
then the last show I just got introduced to Bam Savage.
Oh yeah, I was just about to ask you about him.
Yeah.
It was the Hood Rich Pop. No, it was the with Trippie Redd and XX.
Yeah, with Trippie Redd. Yeah.
Yeah, because his first show was at the Hood Rich Pablo show. Were you DJing for that? Yeah, so
I did that, and that was dope.
Yeah. And then after that, his wave started.
Yeah. Man, that kid told me he sold out a backyard party,
really?
Capacity, and that's what I love about what y'all, what y'all guys got going on, y'all got a real independent movement going on.
Like with the whole branding and everything?
Yeah.
How do you feel like it's like their branding is like different from like different artists that were coming up before them?
What's different is more independent. Mm-hmm. They have more control over it. You know, like I say, we with the Trillwave Tour, we're bringing you guys in and it's your fan base. It's people who coming to see you. Yeah. You know, so and that's a great thing when you can make one person a headliner and everybody is coming to see this one particular person and not putting 40 people on the bill just to pack a building. If you do that, it's over capacity. Yeah. So, you know, I think that's dope.
Because I mean, they still do, like, you know, they have a lot of openers for like some shows.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they end up, like, you know, being like all night.
Yeah. But I think that's more so of just introducing people to more artists in that circle.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What about like videos and everything? How'd you get into that?
Videos, I got into videos because I got tired of seeing people mess up my friends' videos.
Really?
Yeah. I'm a very creative person, so it's really nothing that I feel like I can't do. Uh-huh. So I'm always like, okay, cool. You know, if it's video, I can do videos. If it's DJing, I can do DJing. If it's whatever, making beats, I can do that. So when it came, a little bit, I used to. So like with videos, it was just
you just did it?
Yeah, I was just like, listen, I'm tired of guys messing up my friends' videos. Let me go ahead and get that budget from my friends, spread it out, then do things the right way and get them a quality visual for it.
Yeah. Do you do a lot of effects, or is it just like, you know, you put like the basic stuff?
It's depending on the records. Mm-hmm. Me with videos is just like me DJing. Mm-hmm. It's definitely a vibe. It's definitely a feeling. Mm-hmm. So if I'm doing something for, you know, like a Trippie Redd or something like that, or a Bam Savage or whatever, I know that that genre of music, that style, they definitely is effect heavy. Yeah. But if I'm doing something for
like the streets,
like a street artist, or like for my guy Jig, I know that just got to be real clean story, real clean shots, real clean cuts.
Because I noticed a lot of videos, they're mostly all the same. Like in hip hop, they're all like, you know, a bunch of guys in front of their house with guns.
Yeah.
And like maybe one baby too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then, like, you know, but I see it like consistently, like everyone does. Yeah. So like that's how I try to make my videos different, because I got bored of that.
Yeah, me too. I'm definitely I definitely boycott graffiti walls.
Oh really?
Yeah, I definitely boycott videos brandishing guns.
In Woodwood?
Anywhere, no graffiti walls, none. I don't put no graffiti in my videos at all. So I definitely boycotting graffiti walls, videos with a lot of gun brandishing, and just senseless videos of just dudes just standing up, like you said, in front of the house.
Yeah, and just like
yeah.
Because I see so many. Like I saw one today. It was Sabibi.
I haven't heard of him yet.
Sabibi.
Oh, Pull Up With a Stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I heard that song, I was like, oh, I like this song, you know?
Yeah.
But then, like, you know, I saw the video today, like right before, you know, I got here, and it had like 19 million views. But then I was like thinking, oh shit, you know, like the song's good. Maybe it has like some like crazy stuff going on.
Yeah.
But it was the same thing. It was just like a bunch of niggas just like chilling in front of their house, like, baby. Some kids from the block, holding guns.
And that's the crazy thing, that's the thing that always like baffle me when I watch these videos. They doing all this stuff, brandishing guns, drugs, all this, and then you see little kids.
Yeah, they had the guns everywhere, and then they have the kids.
Like, come on, like this is what we teaching them. So, you know, I'm definitely against all that.
Yeah. Do you feel like hip hop it does like, you know, like kind of push that message towards people, like, you know, to get guns and like drugs and stuff?
Yeah, no, because I'm a very positive thinker or free thinker. Mm-hmm. So I feel like some things influence me, but there's a lot of stuff I did just because I wanted to.
Yeah.
But then I also know that it's people that are the opposite of me.
Yeah.
So
Because I know a lot of kids, they've been like, oh, Lil Pump's doing Xanax, let me do Xanax.
Yeah.
Or feature, you know?
Yeah, see me, I never did that. Like for me, if I did it, I was just like, maybe I just want to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's never because my favorite rapper did it. But I understand that the spectrum is wide and there's two sides of it.
Yeah. How many, like, were you, for the videos, like, did you have any pet peeves, like, you know, that you didn't like what artists were doing? Why you were, like you know? Like I said, just all the generic stuff. Mm-hmm. Like,
I don't feel that every video should have. You shouldn't look at what his name is? Sabibi.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be able to look at his video and look at Yachty video, and they look the same.
Yeah.
Like, that's not possible. There's too many people in the world. There's too many creative people in the world.
Lil Yachty actually has creative.
Yeah, he does. But I'm just saying, like they shouldn't look the same either way.
Oh yeah.
So because there's too many creative people in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody's video shouldn't be a bunch of dudes standing in front of the house with sticks.
They just try to, like, you know, that's like, oh, that's the status quo. Let me do the same thing.
Yeah, and you always gotta, when it comes to being creative, when it comes to content, you always have to be outside of that box.
Mm-hmm.
Always, even when I'm doing marketing and branding, when I'm pushing a new record, I'm definitely trying to.
Yeah, you have to think like.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to bring this record to the market differently than anybody else than brung their record to the market.
Yeah.
So you remember it. So when you see it, so when you hear it, you're thinking about it like, I remember that because he had did this.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you think there are like some like things that a lot of artists have in common that made them successful?
Yes. The most common thing that every successful person have is they don't give up. You just keep going.
Yeah.
Days get long, days get hard, days get bad. You can just keep going. You lose your parents, your girlfriend break up with you, your homeboy rob you.
I hear that story all the time. Like a lot of people that say, "Oh, I lost my brother, I lost my dad, I lost my friend, so like I just stopped everything."
Yeah. Nah, you got to keep going.
Yeah.
You got to keep going. Because the world don't care. To be honest, the world don't care. If you lose your mama or your daddy today, it's what, the 8th or 9th of the month, rent is due.
Yeah.
Light bill is due, water bill is due, gas is due.
You can't not go to work.
You cannot not go to work.
Yeah.
You got to keep going.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing in pursuit of your career. Like, I'm not telling people to be heartless, but, you know, take a second to grieve.
Yeah, it's just the reality of the situation.
Yeah, but you got to keep going. And then later on, you tell your story, and people will say, "Oh, I've been through the same thing," and now that draws more people closer to you and push your success further.
Yeah, has that happened to you? Like you said that you lost. Like,
yeah.
How'd you like react in that situation?
It was hard, but I had to keep going. I think I was like 20, maybe 20, 25, and I lost my mama, my brother, and my stepdaddy. And my father, all in like 4 years.
Really?
Yeah, and I had to raise my little sister. So, like, there's no stopping.
Yeah, especially in times like that, you gotta like step up.
Yeah.
Because you have to like grow up like you have to grow up like really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, I already had my son. I already had a kid. I already had a kid.
Yeah.
And then I had to raise my little sister and her son. So it's like ain't no stopping.
Yeah,
I got to keep going. I got to keep the label moving. I got to keep the studio open every day, pay these bills.
How long did it take for like, you know, everything to get like, you know, to where you can say that you're making like good and decent, like, you know, money coming in?
I don't know. Like I don't think I'm at that point of success yet that I'm comfortable with.
Or like, do you feel like you're still in the struggle?
I'm definitely not still in the struggle. Because I'm definitely in a better place, but yeah, it could get better.
Yeah,
and it's gonna get better because like I said, I'm not stopping. Like I just seen a zenith, so I know I got to get back there.
Yeah,
you know, like I used to do the same thing, marketing and lifestyle for Flo Rida. So I'd have been all around the country. Yeah. So I'd have been in the Ferraris. I'd have been in the Maybach, and you know, I'd have been at the crazy parties, the crazy girls, everything. You know, penthouse suites, big houses, all that. I'd have seen it all.
Yeah.
So now it's time for me to have it myself.
Yeah, to do everything like
and be able to do like how build my own power and build my own empire and do like how he did for us.
Yeah.
Where he was able to shed the light on his career and show us, listen, you can get this off of your talents. You can do this off of your talents. So I guess when I get there, then I'll call myself successful. And I think he's at like maybe 20, 30 million.
Yeah.
You know, maybe 50 to 100 million, maybe. That's where he's at.
Would you have like any other like business ventures outside of like the music and stuff?
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna definitely take my marketing to other brands. You know, cameras, cell phones.
Like whoever hits you up and stuff.
No, not really. I'm very direct and targeted about what I do. So, like I say, I'm gonna take my marketing company from only being like entertainment based to probably doing some sports stuff. Probably doing, like I say, cell phone marketing and branding. One of my goals is to get the contract for Coca-Cola. Like, I need that. They spend a lot of marketing dollars. I need that.
Yeah, I always see Coke ads all the time.
Yeah.
Would you just like, what would you do for them? Like, you know how they have.
No, I can't get the secrets out. I can't get the secrets out.
I mean, like hypothetically.
Hypothetically,
like something that you would like. I don't know, something silly, something like you would not use.
Or
how about like what's a bad? Let's say like what's like a bad like marketing.
Bad marketing is just putting something out and not putting $1 behind it to get it to the peoples. Like, you always got to get your stuff, get your product, get your music, whatever, in front of people.
I know, like, a lot of people that rap, that they just, like, oh, you know, my music's good. I want it to speak for itself. So they just, like, drop something and expect it to be, like, blowing up.
Yeah.
And they get mad that, like, oh, why isn't it blowing up?
Yeah, because you got to, when you're at that level, you definitely got to tell your friends, go to SoundCloud, listen to it. Take my link, repost it. All that is branding, all that is marketing. Because now it's me and you. I tell you to do it. You post it. She sees it. She reposts it. Now she sees it. She posts it, and then it's a cycle. Yeah, so now it's getting in front of more people. Yeah.
What do you feel like is like the difference between advertising and marketing?
The difference between advertising and marketing is basically what it is. One is an ad. You're just putting out an ad for people to see, and then for marketing is definitely targeting a specific group of people that needs your product, that needs your service.
I was gonna go to school for advertising, but then like there's advertising. Like I could have majored in advertising or could have majored in marketing. Yeah. So I didn't really understand like before. I was like, what's the difference? You know.
I mean, I honestly, I believe in knowledge, so I would say do both. Just so you got the double whammy, you can do both. But for me, I didn't go to school. I'm not professionally.
How do you like educate yourself?
I read a lot of books, and I understudy under a lot of people that does it successfully. So like one of my mentors is Lex Promotions. He got Bella Rose. He has MMG. He has contracts with Def Jam.
Rick Ross mentored you?
No. Like I said, I went under Lex. So Lex is the guy that's doing all the marketing and promo and lifestyle for MMG and Def Jam and Epic Records and all these different people, and he's very successful at it.
Because I was with MMG yesterday, like their people. So I don't know if I might have run into him.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people and I really like asked.
Yeah. No, you probably didn't, because he's in Haiti right now.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So like I learned a lot from him. I learned a lot from Flo management team. You know, I learned a lot of marketing from them.
What about from Flo himself? Like,
just hanging out with him, he always gonna pull you to the side. He always gonna drop knowledge. You know, you make a wrong move, he gonna pull your coattail and let you know, hey, you shouldn't have did it that way.
I heard something about he has like all these hits, but like he can't really sell out shows.
Listen, I think the last show I did with him was not Super Bowl, WrestleMania 27, 57, something like that. Man, what was that, 140,000 people? I don't know what they're talking about.
But were they there to see Flo Rida?
I mean,
the rest of
they was there for both. But even outside of that, when he's doing shows, he's going to Dubai. He's getting $200,000 a show.
Oh, damn.
You know.
Yeah.
So he can sell out. He's selling out.
I don't remember what it was that I read, but they were like, because I think it was about how to get people to your show. They're like saying like, you know, artist, just because you have a big song doesn't mean people will come.
Yeah.
I think it's something like that.
See, and I don't believe that. Definitely as a marketing person, if people really mess with your music, people really like your music, and you got a great product, if you're doing a show, they coming. That's almost like how we were talking about with the Trillwave, with Trippie Redd and Bam Savage and X and all these people. The rest of the world that's watching this right now might have not heard of them, but the whole Broward County comes wherever these guys are and pack that venue. And it's because they mess with the movement. They like the product. So I can't go for that because I see it happen. I see it happens too often. I see people come out for Hood Rich Popular One who I didn't know until he was booked. Yeah. Same thing with Ugly God.
Because Tremaine hit me up to do the Hood Rich Popular show. But I didn't really know because I didn't really think that because I didn't really heard of him before that. Yeah. But then I saw recaps and stuff, and and Bam showed me performing, and there was a lot of people, and I was like, I didn't know so many people came out to see Hood Rich Popular One.
Yeah. And it's because they messing with your movement, as the cool rappers like to say. Yeah. They messing with your movement. The wave. Yeah, they on your wave. Yeah. So they gonna come out. They gonna support. They're definitely coming out. They definitely support. And from that, to make more money, an artist should definitely invest in merch. You should be buying a Hood Rich T-shirt. You should be buying a Hood Rich hat or some gym shorts or something.
Wait, the consumer shit or the artist?
Yeah, the consumer shit. The consumer shit.
How do you think that you could sell more merch?
At your shows. That's your greatest point of sale. Because you got everybody who say they mess with you. Yeah. They bought a ticket to this show. You love me so much. Well, there you go. I got T-shirts for $25. I got hats for $35. Yeah. Support and purchase.
Because I feel like especially down here, people don't really mess with you until you're really popping.
But that's the thing. In y'all arena, it's different. In y'all arena, it's totally different. Like for Zoey Dollaz, yeah, that's true. But like I say, for guys like you and Lil Pump and all those different guys, once y'all get a movement going, everybody just follow it. Everybody follow it. Like I say, Bam told me he sold out a backyard. Like, how you sell out someone's backyard? Like that. These people's backyard is at capacity for you. Now all the neighbors are tripping and calling the police because people just want to be where you at. Yeah. Like I remember when X first got out of jail, he did the show in Broward and couldn't perform because it was over capacity.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
I low-key felt like it was my fault that this. Well, I don't know, because X was he was taking people's phones, right? Because I always film recaps and stuff and put on the YouTube channel. So I was oh, that would be good footage to get X, So I was let me give my phone to him. But then people were pushing. I'm a big guy, so I was trying to get to him. But then I was pushing people, and people were pushing me. Someone pushed me to the cop, and the cop was he got mad. He was you know what, fuck this. Everyone needs to go home. And I was oh shit. And he was kicking everyone out. And then
they kicked everything. They kicked everyone out. Yeah. It spilled into the streets. Yeah. And no one wanted to move from there.
Yeah, everyone was chasing X.
They were chasing him.
X was running, and everyone was
yeah. But no one wanted to be done with that. Yeah. And this is a guy who the rest of the country haven't heard of yet. But it's because y'all got y'all movement, y'all got y'all waves. Yeah.
A lot of people also fuck with X because he's the first one to actually branch out here instead of going somewhere else. And then, popping out there and then come here. Yeah. Other Florida artists.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely true.
So. What about damn, I had it in my head but I forgot it. What about when you're doing interviews where how often do you usually do them?
Most of the times when I'm doing interviews, I'm doing it from clients. So you might hire me to film the 6 feet.
Yeah. So. Are there any pet peeves you have doing those? Or like anything stressful about it?
Yes. I'm gonna tell it to you now. Don't be mad at me. I hate one-camera interviews.
You hate
I love to have 2 cameras, 3 if possible, so I can get a wide and then both faces.
Because I was doing that at first, but then like it was kind of like distract. Because I see a lot of those too, you know.
Yeah.
Like who was it? I don't know. I just feel like it's like distracting. So.
Yeah. I mean, to each his own though.
Yeah, because I'm used to like watching them like this.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me do.
Yeah. See, like I say, for me, everything I learned from being an understudy of someone.
Yeah.
And my understudy, he did a lot of corporate stuff, and a corporate way of doing interviews is always multiple cameras.
Yeah.
So I'm a fan of multiple cameras because of that.
I feel like doing it like this is like more of a newer wave because like that's how like No Jumper did it, you know? No Jumper,
yeah,
right?
I think I've seen like 1 or 2 of them. Yeah.
Yeah, because he has it like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know,
I mean, it's cool. It's cool, but I don't know. I think maybe sometimes people want you to look into the camera so they see you. You know.
I also had my friend Space Jones. He said that he was like using multiple cameras too.
Yeah.
He was doing interviews just like me, but then he got burnt out because of all the editing and everything. He's like, it was way too much editing. I had other stuff to do, so it's like he stopped. Yeah. And I hate hearing stories about people doing something and stopping because like.
I mean, but I think that's where love and passion comes in, because for me, I love editing, and no matter if I'm doing an interview or if I'm doing a music video, that's the crazy thing. I don't like shooting music videos with more than 1 camera.
Really?
Yeah, it cuts down the shooting time, but for some reason,
it's not the same.
It's not the same. Like I really don't want to be shooting with 2 cameras. I like for my subject to focus on 1 camera.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to say, which camera?
Yeah.
So I shoot music videos with 1 camera. Interviews, 2 or better is good for me.
You do all the color correction too?
No, I have a colorist that does my coloring.
You tried doing it?
I tried, but it's one of them things that I haven't.
It's hard, right?
Yeah, but it's only hard because I haven't put enough time into understanding it.
I put in so many hours doing it, and I still can't get the right.
Yes, I could literally say I only put in like maybe 4 to 6 hours of it.
What do you use to edit?
Premiere Pro.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I use. I use like the Lumetri.
Yeah.
And like sometimes I don't have time to do all the color correcting. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, let me just like put a stock plug-in or something. It looks a little better than just like how it is now.
Yeah.
But it's like it's not like fresh.
Yeah. Nah, my company H2 Creative Concept Films. I just moved up to like 4 employees now. So now I have my BTS guy, I have my drone guy, I have my colorist, and I have my DP.
What camera do you use?
Really everything.
Every camera?
Yeah, every camera. Whatever the job calls for. But in-house, we got Sony A7S II, Canon 5D Mark II, Canon 7D.
Do you guys rent cameras or lenses or anything?
Rent out or rent to use.
Like rent to use?
Yeah, always.
And you rent out too?
Yeah, sometimes.
Do people ever steal them?
No.
Because I was wondering about that, like how do you rent
I mean, for this industry is kind of small. The film production industry is very small. Plus, a lot of people make you do insurance, but like for us, it's we go through a lot of friends. Because like I said, I've been up under a lot of people.
Yeah.
So one of my mentors is part of a company that has a film production, and another one of my mentors has his own film production company, so we'll probably go through those 2. Or my DP, he has a guy that he works with.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a bunch of friends doing business.
Did like the whole video thing come natural to you, or was it like something you had to struggle learning?
A little bit of both. Like I had to learn the technical side of it.
Yeah.
Like
that's always the hardest part.
Yeah, that was my thing. I had to learn the technical side.
Like the f-stops and the aspects.
Yeah, all that.
I'm still rusty with that.
Yeah. So me, I had to learn all that. I had to learn different editing styles. I had to learn just stuff about frame rates. Yeah, frame rates. I had to learn frame rates. What 24 is for, what 30 is for, what 60 is for, 120 things of that nature.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
A year ago, that would have been like Chinese to me, but now I'm like,
I understand. Yeah.
But do you have like any advice you want to give to anyone like starting out with that, or did I miss any of like any of the things anything else you do?
I think you covered everything, and I see too this thing is going to be long.
Yeah.
The only thing I would like to plug is every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central Time. I think that's 9 p.m. here. Tune in to me on Power 102 Jams. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, Power 102 Jams with a Z. I'm in the mix every Wednesday for an hour. I'm playing indie music. I'm playing your favorite hits. I'm just dropping vibes. Oh yeah, also I got a dope playlist on Spotify. It's called Hip Hop Heavyweights, and that's for all my dope independent artists that got great music. And if your music is on Spotify and you're trying to get more views and more plays, hit me up. I'm just adding dope records to it. I'm moving out of the mixtape arena. You know, once upon a time I'd have called myself the Miami Mixtape King because I was. You know, I had dropped mixtapes that did 100,000 downloads and all that. But the mixtape, yeah, it was on that biff. But they closed my account for what you call it?
Infringement?
Yeah, so that made me move over to Spotify playlist because that's supposed to be the new wave. So
yeah,
so I moved over to Spotify playlist, Humble Heavyweights. I'm updating it weekly. Just super dope stuff.
How do they like submit it to you?
Just hit me on Twitter. Hit me on Instagram. Follow the playlist. Follow me on Spotify. Send me the name of your song and I'ma add it. Ain't no fee or nothing. I'm just adding dope music. That's all I want.
You have anyone you want to shout
out? Shouts out to you. I appreciate this interview.
Thanks.
Shouts out to the city of Miami for the support. Shouts out to my team. Shouts out to my staff. Shouts out to my management. Who else? I mean, just shouts out to everybody that's fucking with the vibe setter.
And what about like your personal like where can I find you at?
Anywhere, everywhere. All my social media is I am DJ H2. Just that simple.
Oh yeah. Where'd you get the name H2 from?
Long story. Long story. Short story is like most DJs, I had another name. I was DJ Heron.
Heron. Oh.
Yeah. I was DJ Heron. You know, doing my thing. Build up a nice fan base with that. Started working with Flo Rida. Like I say, being all around the world, but not around the world because I can't travel out of the country, but being all around the country with him, doing different shows, being in different places, and seeing how he moved as a machine, and how Disney messed with him, and how NBC and ABC has love for him. And it was like, well, you know, I'm one of his DJs, and as one of his DJs, you know, any given day you could be on Good Morning America. And it was like, when it's my time, I don't want to be on there and they show my name and it's DJ Heron.
Yeah.
You know.
Wait, Heron,
like the drug.
But it was spelled like it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Heroin. Some people spell it with the E, but no matter how you spell it, when you see it, that's what people thinking. So it was like, there's no way I can, you know, be running around with him with that name. So what I did was I got up with a branding agency, and they came up with the whole H2 concept of H2 is just the second, like.
What about like all the other, like some other artists like TK47? You know him?
Nah.
You know, he has a song, The Race, like fuck a race, I was trying to beat the case. You know,
nah, I never heard his song.
Like his name is TK47.
Yeah.
AK-47.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, like I really don't suggest that people do conform. You know, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But for me, career-wise, it made sense.
Yeah, because I understand, like, you know, like, was it because like music was a drug? That's why.
I mean, nah. For me, it was just it was like a popular drug in my community. That's what everybody was making money off of.
Oh.
And you know, when it came to me and my DJing style, I felt like if you heard me, you would be addicted.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it's like something like that.
Yeah, so it was something like that. I even had like a fan club of females at that time that I used to call the DJ Heron groupies or something like that. Because it was like a lot of girls that was claiming they was addicted and messing with the movement.
Oh, okay.
So you know, so it all worked. But like I said, the branding agency I went through, they just like you could do the H2 and it could be, you know, like the second version of Heron.
Yeah.
So, you know, and theoretically, my name is not even H2; it's H squared.
H what?
H squared.
Oh, okay.
So the 2 is the little like 2 parts hydrogen. But there's no O in my name. It's not H2O.
You don't want to put like a little the triangle, the carrot?
I might have to try something like that, yeah.
Okay. All right. So there's been 6 feet with DJ H2.
Yeah, man. It's been fun. I've enjoyed it. You know, make sure y'all follow me, stay up to date with me. I got a lot of dope stuff going on. Submit music, everything, man. It's all love. You show love, I show love back.